When I look at another person, it's like looking in a mirror and staring back at myself. All my perception of that person is a perception of me, and looking at them, I see the universe, potential. What could this person could share with me, and new ideals. When I was a child, I watched a TV series called Star Trek, and I always dreamed what the future would be because of this TV show. There was all sorts of different characters getting along, floating across the universe, and exploring and sharing ideals. Yeah, there was some conflicts. I mean, you had the Borg, you had the Romulans, you even had Klingons, but they were all trying to get along, trying to express their differences, and trying to maintain the peace. Except the Borgs always wanted to assimilate everybody and everyone thinking the same, being the same. What kind of world would that be if we're all the same and same ideals and stuff like that? I mean, it'd be probably a pretty boring place to live on. And we're just a flower garden, expressing different ideals and exploring each other. When I was in college, after seeing the show, we had a class on getting along in the workplace and listening to each other's ideals. They brought up the word diversity, and it's like, oh, cool. You learn how to communicate with each other with active listening, problem solving, sharing ideals and stuff like that, and learning and growing. And that was so much a part of me, even growing up in white suburbia. I never understood racism. I saw a sign as a child that said only whites could eat here and the Mexicans weren't allowed in. That's what we call them. I've learned as I grew up, they're Latinos, and just enjoying each other. I had a friend where him and his father came over to my house to help me put in the air conditioning unit, and I offered them food, and the dad was sitting there crying and told me, I didn't have to pay them, I didn't have to do anything. He was, grateful to do it. And years later, I asked my friend, why did your dad cry? And he goes to me, because of the area I lived in, he didn't have someone that was, and I'm going to label myself white, being nice to him. And I just looked at him. It's like, I do live in this area. I know what racism is. And for me, trying not to become what my upbringing is extraordinary and trying to change and trying to be a better person and let those, other starlights come in to my thinking and learning about their struggles and other things. As a female, I have my own struggles. Like I said, I went to college and, learned a career, and to going to it, I had what we call equality not done for me. I get paid less for the same amount of work. I had a 4.0 in college, and it's like someone that it isn't a white male has to work 5 times harder to get anywhere in the society. And it's extremely sad that this is going on. It really isn't about if you work harder, you'll earn more. It's basically if you have the right family, you're the right sex, the right this, the right that. And it's extremely sad what's even going on with the government doing to the Latino population right now with their raids. I have a girlfriend at work that she's a wonderful worker, been in the country for 30 years, pays her taxes. And a few times last 2 weeks she's been gone, and I was worried about her. Granted, it was something medical, but to me, it was scary. And I even hugged her every time she came back. And yeah, she told me what happened, but I shouldn't be worried about her. She's a hard worker. She does her job. She's a law-abiding citizen that wants to make her life better. And I cannot believe what is going on and the lies that are being told to everybody. Because even in college, you learn that diversity, equality is essential for work and government to work. So why do they tell the general public that they're criminals? Literally teach racism and stuff like that. I don't know. It angers me because I do care about people. I want to see everybody succeed in life that are trying. Is that really fair? No, not really. So the next time you see somebody in a store, smile at them. Show them respect. They're a human being. We're here on this planet to learn, grow, and enjoy life. This hate is disgusting, and I'm pretty much done with it. I want to be at the next stage, but there are people that will always hold us back, and because of arrogance, because they don't want to study, they don't want to do research on topics and stuff. And once you do that research, you'd be amazed what you find. And it's sad. It really is sad to say. I did write a poem. I'll go get it. And I wrote a few other things too. But I can tell you some of my research was on something dealing with monkeys. And them realizing that the other monkey they do the same trick. And in the beginning, they were just getting a slice of cucumber. And it was like, when they gave this slice of cucumber, they did the trick, they gave the cucumber. Then they changed the reward to a grape and gave it to one monkey and a slice of cucumber to the other. Needless to say, the other monkey got really mad because he wasn't getting the grape. And that's how these people feel. They do the same thing as everybody else, but they're not getting that reward that the other person's getting. And it's kind of like a little BS. But going to my poem, it's that I wrote. With our gaze, a celestial tapestry unfolds, woven from diversity threads of humanity. Each soul shines bright, a galaxy of promise and potential. Our eyes, like windows into the universe, reflecting the vibrant hue of our collective spirit. Every voice, a unique melody. Every thought, a beacon of hope. As we embrace our differences, we welcome the harmony that echoes across the expansion of the human experience. No single narrative defines us. No single flame ignites us. Our collective soul, yet together we form a constellation of possibilities, illuminating boundless potential. Poop. Potential. Of course I did that. Potential. Illuminating boundless potential that lies within among us, our shared humanity. We find the universe reflect a kaleidoscope of wonder, waiting to be explored, celebrate, and cherish. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like I said, the way things are, I love the food I get from my friends that are different from me. I love the experiences I share with them. And I'm just grateful for every one of you. I want to say thank you for watching. Stay curious and keep open-minded. You never know what you're going to learn out there until you try. Have a great week. See you next time.